Lords and ladies, I am so sorry that Meet My TV Fort Wayne dropped the show. I hope you can check out my show on the Nostalgia Network now. That's the Nostalgia Network, Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, and again at 2 a.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Pacific. You can get it on Roku, Distro TV, Sling Free TV, streaming stations around the country. Check it out. And be sure to check out my friend Taylor's Heart of Japan on YouTube for everything that has to do with Japanese pop culture. Geek out.
Hello and welcome to the Heart of Japan Holiday Extravaganza Special. I'm your world record-setting host when it comes to collecting Pokemon cards, Taylor, behind the camera. We're going to play, not Pokemon, but Card Fight Vanguard today, and we'll get right into the game. And I'm going to show you how I've been grinding through this game. Easy mode. This opponent, choose a deck. Now I'm going to choose Source Pink. Okay. And before we do that, we're getting to the candy coffin. It's the candy coffin. Why? It's empty. It is empty. I'll show you. Why is it empty? Because oversized candy. Special drinks for special show. Mountain Dew voltage. Da, 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 da. Like when I was doing my Captain Falcon cosplay. This is Heart of Japan. And this. Grape gum, Japanese, the ninja, grape ninja gum. So, Heart of Japan, the best in competitive cosplay, casual video gaming, trading card collecting, trading card games, TCG games, that kind of stuff. That's what Heart of Japan's all about. And the otaku world and culture of anime and cosplay and all that good fun stuff. So, as you can see in the background, some of these medals and other things behind the TV and stuff. This is a casual show, not super fancy. Show you how I do this. The reason the TV is the way like it is because it's angled off from the wall, and the camera itself is angled towards the TV. Different, so this is what you get in as far as footage. I always pick this. I don't care. I win. I always choose to go second. Plain and simple. Okay, we're going to switch out. These are your first 5 cards. You can switch out any cards you don't like. And I'm going to switch out that. That's the worst card to pull in your starting hand. The worst card to pull is your over trigger. And that's my other trigger. So I'm going to get rid of those. Whoops. Get rid of those. Okay, we got one. Okay, so this I already tell you is a card for second turn. I don't play that my first turn. That is cards get 5,000. I play 2, both, and this. Units, okay. Okay, we're gonna ride. We're gonna choose this grade 3 to get rid of because it's the cost. Yeah, discard a card is the cost. Okay, draw a card because of its ability. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up our board. Well, we'll set up the board with 1, and that raises those up to, oh, that's 11,000. That one doesn't. That means 3 other rear guards, so I have to. I'm gonna attack. We'll do it. We'll be aggressive. We'll just be aggressive this time. Okay, now everything's powered up. We'll go right to left in attacking for 23 on our first turn. 23k attack. Attacking the Vanguard to do damage. We don't care about our opponent's rear guards. Now we're attacking with our Vanguard to get the, hopefully a crit trigger, which we did not pull. And okay. You know what I'm gonna do, folks? This is my show. I'm behind the camera. What I'm about to do is adjust this. That's why the camera's shaking. We're gonna adjust this down just a little bit. There we go. It's my show, and I can adjust the camera mid-show if I want to. Attacking ends your turn, so it's attacking. Thanks for tuning into this half-hour edition of Heart of Japan. That's what we're trying to move to. I'm trying to move to, since it's mostly a one-person show. But here at Heart of Japan, we are my friend Jerry Armstrong. Shout out to him, and Selena Gomez, and other Lord Blood Raw. Who else do we want to say a shout out to this holiday season? Sammy Sosa, he's a great baseball player. Snoop Dogg, shout out to Snoop Dogg. Who else? Such cards for Guardian, no cards for Guardian. They just take the attack every time. And we'll show you in another games. We're playing multiple of these so I can show you different. There's the trigger at the wrong time, which crit. There, power to this one. Never power up the Vanguard when you're on easy mode, because you're gonna lose the rear guard if you do. So you power. I guess yeah, see that? No. And we want the damage, because you can use abilities with the damage with not that card, but a different card. Okay, so these I'm holding in my hand because they're 10k. Damn it. Okay, ride. I guess we'll ride. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, watch this, get rid of this. That's gonna pop this out, down, back to our center row, back center row. Center column, back row, I should say. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this here. We're gonna power up our Vanguard with another 20k, since we don't need that anyway. Bam. So we take what the deck gives us, and then we got this one. This is another 10k going to our Vanguard. This is maximum power in our first 2 turns. That's what this deck is designed to do. And this has 1k more than that, so that's why we're going to boost with a 4k instead of a 3k. Not that it makes any difference, because it really doesn't, because every 5k is what matters. So right now we're at what, 25, 25, and 34. So really we could just attack with this first and see what happens. So I'm the main phase. We have no cards in hand anyway. Can't do nothing. Attack for 34k. We'll see if our opponent guards or not. Usually they doesn't guard, because it's over 30k. The opponent is not going to guard, and that's going to be game. So 2-turn game win, and you get. Oh, we didn't. You know what we didn't do? I'll show you next game. But we only got. I'll show you 415 this time. That's because we didn't choose final turn. But I'll show you what we need to do. And that usually happens when I first turn on the game and start playing, and I haven't played for a long time. I forget to do that because I'm grinding. So grinding means I'm playing hundreds and hundreds of battles to unlock maximum rarity cards for the deck. So okay, we're getting rid of that. We've got that. I guess we can get rid of that and see what we got. We pulled. This is why it's called Suarez Pink. I call it Suarez. I think that's not even how you say it, but I'm calling it Suarez. It's Sewers, whatever. I don't know how you even say it, but it is some kind of French saying or something. So this is all pink. I'm getting all pink cards. So because of that, this is all grade 1. So that's 7k plus 2k for every. This one's 2 grade 2 are keeping. We've got 3 of these. It's 2,000 only. With A makes it 10, and 2k for more. So those 2 are going to use On the edges, this is what we're gonna. So I'm building the playfield in my head, but as I'm talking out loud, then how I'm talking. So these two on the edges, saving this. We've got 2 of these, so we'll get rid of 1 of these because it's 10K when these are more than 10K. So this is a 10K. This can be up to what 13K, and this is going to be 10K. So for each of your other 2 units, so 8, 10, 12, 14, I think. One of these, get rid of, ride. Yes. It's gonna ride, and we get draw card. We told that, which we don't need. These are 7K, these are 8K, so we're gonna put these out on the board first. It's not boosting, so it's just an 8K and not 10K. Yes, 8 on 8 means you get damage goes through. So we're hoping to get our opponent to 5 damage in our first turn. That's our goal. It's already starting at 2 damage because we're making the game as easy as possible just because. Okay. Now a trigger. We hope that moment we were always hoping for a crit trigger in that moment. This crit trigger did not get pulled, which is whatever. And a last attack. Hopefully sends it to 5 damage. Which it does. It's never gonna. Your opponent's never gonna pull a trigger on easy mode. Never. In all my hours of grinding this way, no trigger has been pulled by my opponent. Not a single one. Even those triggers in the deck, never activates. We tend to activate crit triggers when we're guarding for some reason. Don't know why, but that's just what happens. We're damage checking, I should say. No cards for guarding. We just keep everything under hand because we want the 2 damage anyway. It doesn't matter. We're not gonna lose the game. There's a heal trigger. See what I mean? Heal trigger power to this. Remember the Vanguard. So I don't want to lose these cards on the rear guards. I don't want to lose my rear guards. So you have this is your Vanguard, center circle. Rear guards are all these. For those of you that are unfamiliar with Card Fight Vanguard. And I'm just grinding. I'm not even showing you actual games. They're just grinding right now. Now it's turn 4, so we do this. Hit this button. Hit that. Final turn. Activate final turn. Which is what we're doing. Then we ride for this. Center. Right now. Soul Blast. So she can Soul Blast and gets 13. It's 13. Which 13 is better than 10. So what we're about to do is we're going to play this here. 13's 13, doesn't matter, they're both 13. This one, 13's without having a Soul Blast. So actually, this is more efficient than this card. So I'm Soul Blasting with this card, I'm not with this. So this, we're just gonna take one, and boom, there we go. We're gonna, this one's boosting, wait, no. So we're gonna move that one to there, and you'll see why, because we want this to boost this one, this to boost this one because it's a grade 2, it can't boost, and that's 13K when it boosts a rear guard, I'm pretty sure, and it does boost a rear guard. Yes, running the main phase, and we'll just attack. So we have weak, we're getting 3 attacks, but since we have a weak Vanguard, we'll just use all 3. Yes. Now it's going to power up another, there we go, 31, 10K. So we're attacking with 31K with that. You see how we did that? And we won. And there's your win. Now, a game like this, when you're in the rhythm, it should take you about 4 minutes to do. You got 581 that time. So you're getting for every 2 games 1,000 points. And I only have 5,500 because I spent all of them. So I got we want 30k. Every 30k you get 100 booster packs basically. Every 100 standard booster packs. So fight again. Do another fight. Stable Swar's pink because all those pink cards get me a lot of damage early on. So we have about 14 minutes left in the show, folks. Give me a second to drink some water because I am trying not to die. If you haven't known from my other episodes, I am a leg broken severely broken. I'm still recovering from that, doing good with that. Happy holidays 2025. Yeah, I'm going to date the show. It's 2025. About to be 2026. I am ready to move on and have amazing things happen in 2026. You know, you say that every year, but you got to make them happen. In 2025, we're gonna leave it behind us. Forget it. It's in the past. We have had to spend the last 3 months of the year recovering. 2 weeks in the hospital this year. Not good because of my broken leg and surgery now. So I have a bunch of hardware in my leg. It's yeah, still recovering from that. It's gonna be like February before I'm able to start running again. It's just crazy. So we will do the sporting bicycle events next year. Don't worry about that. That's coming. Hopefully those 2, maybe the 4 for Fitness 24-hour bike race we'd be doing. We aren't for sure yet. I don't know. Maybe I'll run a few 5Ks. Yeah, help you get in shape. But yeah, just I don't know if we'll be running 5Ks, but we'll be doing some 5Ks for sure next year to help get us more healthy. Let's see, what am I looking at? Get rid of, keep, and keep. Yes. Whoops, I keep hitting the wrong button. Sorry, folks. There we go. All my cards are max rarity holographic. Because those are the only cards I'm interested in collecting. Okay, it's our turn. We're gonna ride, but we want, that's 10k. That's 13k. 10k with a slow blast. That's another 10k. This one is gonna be 3 more of the rear guard, 5,000, 12. So first turn, we're gonna put this out, and we're gonna put this one out. So we gotta keep that, which means we're gonna get rid of you. Because get rid of that one based on how I'm gonna play out the cards. So okay. You get moved to there. That's the trouble with playing with these 7Ks, first rear guards. Okay, and main phase, yes. Attack. Rarely does the game go to 6 turns, but it does happen, which is why there's grade 3s in the game, in the deck, and boom, there's another crit trigger. Not that it matters. Crit and power. It's the end of the turn anyway, so it doesn't matter. The worst possible time to pull a crit trigger because boom, instantly, yeah, it activates its effects and then the turn's over. So it's like, why even bother pulling the crit trigger there? Doesn't do anything. Okay, there's our final turn. We're calling final turn because this is the final turn of the game. Ride. Get rid of. Yes, here we go. This is the card I really wanting to pull. So you go out here for 10k. Boom. For the other two of my units, 13k. This one's gonna get 5k. For the Vanguard, it's a 10k. Looks like it's 13k with blasting. So I'm just thinking mathematically here. We're gonna throw this one here. Okay, so you go over here. Mathematically thinking, move. That's 31k between those two. Then this one's going to get over here, because these are pointless. And we move to swap them. And we act ability. There's our over trigger. That sucks. Over trigger got used for first turn, went into our soul, so that's horrible. Let's see here. That's it. That's all we're gonna do in the main phase. We can attack for maybe up to 40. Let's see if we'll get the 40k. So 33, well, if we pull a trigger, we get 43, which we did not. So this is just mathematics playing out in trading card form. There's our win. Now look what we're up to, 1,000 already. You can get about 7,000 in an hour if you're focused. If you are focused. You got 6 minutes left. See if we can get one more game in. I'm just talking and playing it slow because we're watching the show and hanging out and having a great time. It is our holiday season episode. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the candy coffin. We're gonna exchange, and that's it. Okay, that's a great three. That's gonna be our cost. So I already know which card's gonna be the cost. First turn, second turn. Okay. There's our second turn. There's our cost for first turn. And we get to draw another card. Let's see what we draw. Okay. Soul Blast or okay, so we'll throw these out. It doesn't matter. Attack. Attack. Damage struck. If the footage skips, it's because there's more than one clip. Every 20 minutes the camera's gonna blip, and it goes for 20-minute increments. This is an old camera, and that's just how it functions. So you get 20-minute clips. In this 30-minute show, you're getting two different clips. So there's a little loss of gap for a few seconds there while the new clip's starting up. You know, this year we got third place in the 24-hour bicycle race. That was good. Granted, we'll see what we do next year. Guarding, no, we're not going to guard. There's a crit. Bam, power, boom. Ride. Sorry, there's more than one TV I'm watching, so we got 2 minutes left. Actually, before we do that, call for a final turn. You get that extra 166. Ride. We're gonna ride. You get 10k. You do more. You're more. So you're going away. And we're gonna play out. This is how we're playing this out. Okay, it's gonna be fast. This is our last game, folks. Watch this. We call this out to here. That's why we should save those. Play those first and save those for the second turn. Smart thinking. Pink. All this pink's gonna be 31k, so we'll play that here. Okay, we're gonna play that here. Now we're gonna play this here instead over those, because these are better cards. And those are all the cards in our hand. In the main phase, yes. And attack for 31. Nice game. Okay. What you see is one TV screen. I have more than one TV screen on right now. So, and the camera. So, that's where we're at. 597 that time. 166 was a successful final turn. A win gets you 333 points. 0 cards in hand is 16. That's wise. Win with 0 cards in hand. That's good. Superior call for 33. Drew 2+ cards in a turn. Those are usually given. And your win within 6 turns is another 33. So that's what we won. That's a game. This is it. The last 40 seconds of the show, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Keep being awesome. Join the AMV contest that's going on the YouTube channel. All this other great fun activities. You're always making different contests in different places and things. The Squirrel's Production Studios TV website, squirrelstv.wixsite.com/studios is where you need to go. Have a great time, folks. We'll see you on Hard Japan next episode. Keep being awesome. Have a great one. And bye. That's it. We'll see you next time on Hard Japan. Have a great one, folks. Bye.